everybody, it's Abigail here and welcome back to another WIP and Chat. Now if you're new here, WIP stands for Work in Progress. Today I am working on Alice Lost by Hannah Lynn and Diamond Art Club. It's been a while since I've worked on this. It's honestly just because partially it hasn't been in the right position. So it's normally been at the end and my camera doesn't like it when it's on the end of like rows and stuff, so that's been a reason why I haven't really worked on it on camera. Actually this week was the first time I worked on it in like a really long time because I actually felt like working on it. So how's everybody's week been? Mine has been it's been okay. Yeah, no, it's been okay. So, where should I start? Again, this might be like a little bit of a mishmash of stories. It's just because I am generally just tired. I had a nap. Well, I dropped Josh off to work and then I had a nap. However, my nap started at about 10:30 and I was woken up by my mum for lunch at about 2 o'clock. There we go. So yeah, I had a very long nap. So yeah, my week has been okay. Right, where should we start? So, let's see what I did. So, I guess I should probably start on Sunday. Sorry if you can hear a bit of noise in the background. I've just got the blow heater on at the moment, just because I'm a little bit cold. And also I've got to keep an eye on the time because I have got to go to work later. So Sunday, my grandfather has been discharged from hospital, finally. So he's been there for about the last 2 months, off and on. So yeah, initially he went in for a fall, and because he was throwing up quite a bit of like catarrh as well, so like the bogey substance for any kids that happen to be listening for this. And he's always had issues with that, and then they put him on some things that would stop making him be sick. Yeah, they seem to have worked, but he is still throwing up a bit. Yeah, so we went there on Sunday to have Sunday lunch. So it was me, my mum, my dad, and obviously my granddad that were at the lunch. Now granddad's got a really small kitchen, so yeah, mum trying to sort of dish up a roast chicken in a really tiny kitchen was yeah, she did not find that easy at all, and she did not like it. But yeah, he had sort of some people from a care team in as well that were sort of giving him his care until the actual carers started on Monday. I want to say they started on Monday. I think they did anyway. So yeah, we had a really nice lunch. It was really nice to see him again because obviously I hadn't seen him in a really long time. because of work and everything, I just really hadn't been able to go down and see him. He was in Crawley, so yeah, I kind of really couldn't go down and see him, unfortunately. But no, it was a really nice lunch. It was just really nice to see my granddad again, because yeah, it had just been so long since I'd really seen him. Sorry, I'm just going to grab my phone. Yeah, so that was Sunday. So I actually had 3 days off last week. I was going to do a video on the Tuesday, which is, well, I'm not going to say what it was, but it was something to do with that dot stick that I showed a while ago. And guess what? I couldn't find the dot stick. So yeah, I was like, well, that's not happening anytime soon. So yeah, I just decided that, you know, I just really couldn't be bothered to look for it. So yeah, I just waited until. So yeah, I'm probably going to try and look for it again at some point this week, and then when I've got some time again, I'll be able to record that video. No, but it was just really annoying because I basically just had like, I just had everything ready, and then the main thing that I needed I couldn't get. Well, when I say I couldn't get, I mean I couldn't find it. So yeah, I've still got a lot of clutter underneath my desk, so yeah, this might be a little bit of a noisy WIP and Chat. Also, I was meant to say, I don't think they're doing anything at the moment. I think they're on their lunch break, but we've got builders working on that property again, so it could get a little bit noisy. But yeah, so where's it? I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday, so we are now backtracking a bit. So Saturday, I had a training shift with someone at work. So we have multiple errands at work. One is, you know, on the sort of the team leader program. So he's like training up to be a team leader. Then we've got like someone who started a couple of months ago. Initially he was just hired to help over Christmas, and obviously he's stayed, which is really good. But yeah, we had so I was training him on the ice cream stand, which was, you know, I was looking forward to, and I knew Baskins would be fairly easy. However, this boy has arthritis in his hands and his wrists. So he's got very early onset arthritis. Apparently, what he said was he used to do boxing, and sort of something set it off, and yeah. So he's got arthritis in his hands, which, you know, if you're scooping ice cream, is not really the best. Yeah, no, I didn't know. know that he had the arthritis in his hands, so he was like saying, I'm just really nervous, I can't scoop. And I was just saying, you'll be fine, da 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 da. You know, we had some, you know, we had some interesting goes, and then it's like we were doing the scoop test, and he was struggling to get some of the stuff off, like the ice cream off, and so I was having to help him, but he was like, I can't do this, and I was like, you can, you just have to practice. And he was like, I've got arthritis in my hands. I was like, sorry, so what? Whoa, backtrack, word. So obviously my jaw kind of drops to the floor hearing that. Like, okay, why am I training this guy? James! So yeah, I kind of like pull our team leader Ollie aside, and I'm like, because he was like saying, yeah, you can't just say, oh, I don't want to do Baskins because I can't scoop. I was like, Ollie, I have an issue. He's got arthritis in his hand. This guy that I'm training has got arthritis in his hands. And then his expression was just like, oh, flip. And I was like, I didn't think I'd ever be in this situation, you know, what can I do? What do I do? So yeah, Ollie kind of helped a little bit and was like, yeah, just get the scoop nice and wet and go from there. But yeah, he was having quite a bit of pain, bless him. When he was scooping, I could see him wincing. So yeah, they said that they were gonna have a look. I think it was probably with Ollie's hoping it was probably a case of James thinking, yeah, we'll see how this guy does, and then make a decision of whether he can be on the ice cream stand, or whether it's he's just gonna have to be on like floor or concessions. So yeah, that was, you know, he did very well. I did give him some confidence, but yeah, I didn't want him like over scooping and stuff. But we didn't have that many customers, so it was fairly easy. Yeah, so that was nice. So yeah, I've already spoken about Sunday. Monday. Normally I'd be talking about horse riding, but I didn't go horse riding on Monday. And that was just because I had to go up to London to help sort out some stuff in my uncle's flat. So yeah, just before Christmas, November time, my uncle unexpectedly died. He had a brain aneurysm, so thankfully he wasn't in any pain. They said that the most pain he would have felt would have been a headache, which, you know, that was a blessing to us. So yeah, and it happened during show week. So when I was doing my show with Funtington Players, I was obviously, you know, having to deal with that. But yeah, it was very emotional. You know, it's gotten a little bit easier now. Now that we've had the funeral and everything, things have gotten like easier. Yes, he is actually gone now. I can actually start to move on with my life. But yeah, no, so this week I actually went up into his attic, and oh my gosh, his attic is like an Aladdin's cave. It's like full of books. There were like some figures, so there was Lady Penelope's car from Thunderbirds, like the original Lady Penelope's car from Thunderbirds. Also, there was Captain Scarlet, which again was by Jerry Anderson. Where's my wax? Sorry, I should have probably refilled my paddy wax in my single placer before I started. Yeah, so Jerry Anderson was the person that created things like Stingray, Thunderbirds. Obviously, that's the big one that most people know. They've obviously brought it back a little bit, and obviously there was that film as well. I haven't actually seen the live action Thunderbirds film, but I need to. I need to see the live action film. But I think it's partly what holds me back from seeing that film is just in my heart. They will always be puppets to me. Because that's how they originally started. They were puppets. I'll pop a picture of the original in here for anyone who's too young to sort of have seen the original Thunderbirds or to know what the original Thunderbirds looked like. But yeah, in my heart, they will always be puppets. Same with Captain Scarlet. He will always be a puppet. They tried to bring that back sort of in the early 2000s. They tried to like reanimate it and everything. So yeah, they did try to, you know, pop it in animation, and it just, I didn't really gel with that, just because, like I say, they'll always be puppets to me. Sorry, I've got to sort this out, see where I went wrong. It's probably just a few drills. As I think you can already tell with this is the Black Friday kit that came out last year. Well, one of them anyway. This came out last year, and yeah, the drill quality just isn't the best. So yeah. So it can be a little bit fun. But yeah, I was going on about Captain Scarlet. They did try and like animate it. They made Lieutenant Green a female, whereas you know, in the original, yes, there were no female like sort of people like Lieutenant Green, Captain Blue, Captain Ochre, etc. Yes, there were no like females in that, but you had the Angels and they were all females. So I didn't really get why they felt they had to make Lieutenant Green female. And again, they had to tick the diversity boxes, so they made Captain Ochre a black female. And it was like, okay. And that obviously annoyed me straight away. So yeah, I I watched a little bit of the reanimated Captain Scarlet, but I didn't get into it. Again, I did try and watch the animated series of Thunderbirds ago, and yeah, again, I couldn't get into it. I kind of watched, I think it was, I watched one episode and I was like, no, this is not for me. Because, yeah, there'll just always be puppets, and also I have the box set of Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet of them as puppets, so yeah, that doesn't really help a whole load either, I don't think. But yeah, it's one of those things that I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And obviously, like things with Thunderbirds, you know, keep them as they are and stuff. It's like with Scooby-Doo. The way they've like redone that. Oh gosh, this is the thing. I did watch one of the new, when they like did the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. I watched it. I thought it was really good, and then the end happened, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, it was just really bad. And there were 2 seasons of it. You know, the first one, the first series, the way it ended, I was a bit like, that's a bit, yeah. And then, like I say, the second series happened, and the ending of that was just so rubbish. It was, ugh. Yeah, just, if you're a Scooby-Doo fan and you want to watch it, like I say, the series is good until the very, very end of season 2, where I was just like, oh, crumbs. Why? Why did you feel the need to do this? Yeah. It was very confusing. Yeah, they also had a parrot as like the main villain as well. Stupid. So stupid. But no, anyway. Yeah, that's that. So yeah, like I say, I found some of the like original cars from Captain Scarlet and Fab 1 from Thunderbirds, which are really cool. We also found, actually, we gave this to Josh, a signed photo of the guy that was the body of Darth Vader. So yeah, we found that, and he was like a kid in a candy store. You know, my mum was like, you know, would Josh like this? And I was like, yeah, probably. Just give it to him and sort of, you know, because I'm sure he'll appreciate it. But then I didn't really expect his reaction. And I mean, his reaction was priceless. So Josh is one of these guys that kind of is very rarely lost for words when you give him something. When we got the PlayStation 5, that was one of those moments that we were both sort of lost for words. But yeah, we gave him that, and he was just like, oh my god, how? So yeah. So yeah, that was that. Yeah, we found so yeah, we found that, and when we gave it to him, his face was priceless. So he sent a photo to one of our work colleagues who is again a complete Star Wars nerd, and he was like, how the hell did you get that? Obviously there was a little bit more stronger language involved, but you know, it was just words of that effect. How the hell did you get that? And then I sent a photo of myself. I was like, it was me. But no, my uncle's attic really was like an Aladdin. Well, it still is like an Aladdin's cave. So I also got some models as well. He had some stuff from. Well, as you know, I said that I had the stuff from Nightmare Before Christmas that was in his room that my mum had grabbed. Up in the attic, he had one of the vampires from Nightmare Before Christmas, so I grabbed that. He also had some stuff from The Corpse Bride, so the spider, the maggot, the skelly children, and also like the skeleton with the one eye and the hat he had as well. So I took those along with the car, like the what do you call it? The vehicles from Captain Scarlet and Thunderbirds. But oh gosh, the walls of his attic were just lined with books. And it was just really like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, no, my mum found some books that she wanted, so she said that I'll probably just read them and then they'll go to a charity shop, but yeah, I thought, well, at least they're being read. Because it was from a writer that my mum didn't know had been writing, because I think she said she'd read the first 5 books and then he'd like gone quiet, but obviously there were more. I can't remember the name of the author or the name of the books, so yeah. But another thing is my uncle's flat, like up there, it was just full of comics. So there were things like the Avengers, Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman. Yeah, my uncle loved his comics. So yeah, we're going to try. I think I possibly know somebody who could give us a valuation on the comics, but I'm not sure. If he can't help, then I don't know who we're going to get. Obviously, it needs to be someone, well, hopefully it'll be someone somewhere within the UK. But, oh, gosh, it's going to be crazy. It's just crazy. But, yeah, no, when was it? I think it was the Tuesday when I was trying to look for the stuff for the video that I was going to do, but obviously didn't. I got a really nice message from my riding instructor, Sally. yeah, sort of, you know, asking if I was okay, because she knows it's always unusual for me to not come to a riding lesson. You know, I'm usually there most weeks, but yeah, this week, obviously I was up in London, so I said yeah, so I just told her why I wasn't there, and she was like, oh, okay. That reminds me, I've still got that Stollen to eat. But yeah, no, so she made sure I was okay. She also offered me sort of one of those dressage clinics and wondered if that would be a good catch up, but because I was working yesterday, I wasn't able to really go. So I was like, thanks, but I can't, unfortunately. Even though I was closing last night, I just kind of really wanted a majority of the day to breathe before I went to work and started to train someone. But yeah, no, so also she sent me sort of a text about an hour or so later, sort of asking if I would be interested in May, I think it is, going up to the badminton horse trials, which is like a massive cross country, and watching like the horse trials there. And I was like, oh hell yeah, sign me up. So yeah, she put my name on the list and everything. So yeah, I am going to badminton at some point in May. I will try and sort of document my time there, because that would be just a really nice special thing for me. So I don't know if I'll have this, excuse me, sorry, I just rested my chin there. I'm kind of sat a little bit awkwardly, just because like I say, I haven't been able to really tuck my stool in, so I'm at a really weird like angle when it comes to diamond painting. But no, so yeah, we'll be going up to badminton for the day to watch the cross-country horse trials, because I know that I've mentioned in the past that that would be something that I'd love to watch, the cross-country horse trials. I always love watching the cross-country. So yeah, I'm actually really, really excited for that. But so yeah, I think it's like the 8th or the 9th of May, so it'll be quite hot, because I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but in the past I've been to Hickstead, so I've seen the Whitakers ride. Yeah, I've seen the German and the Swiss team ride. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. So I'll go on to what happened yesterday night. There really isn't a whole lot to tell. So excuse me. Sorry. I think I've got like hiccups or something. So yesterday, obviously I was off the majority of the day, and I actually was like, I'm just going to diamond paint before work. So yeah, I did this section like on the Sunday, and then I did like this section and this section above last night, well, yesterday, because yeah, I just really needed something to do. So I've actually got 2 paintings on the go at the moment. I've got that Maleficent one that you guys have seen me work on in the past, and then I'll put a photo of it. It's that Hello Beastie one. I think I was working on it like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I've nearly finished like a row. It's currently, as the time of this recording, it is currently sat in my locker, just because it's in its Craftmates Lockables container. So it's in the Craftmates Lockables container, so that's, you know, that's fairly easy for me to transport to and from my car to the staff room where I can work on it. But yeah, it's honestly, it's just, at the moment, it is just sat in my locker. I won't be surprised if I finish like the first section, like the first row today. So yeah, that will be fun. So yeah, I worked on that. I've been watching a lot of Crikey, It's the Irwins lately. Like I've been binge watching it. Because I loved Steve Irwin. He was an amazing influence on me. He taught me most of what I knew, and it was kind of every time he was on, it was always just lovely for me to watch, and I just had so much respect. And then when he died, I was shocked and emotional, and yeah, I remember it's one of those things that I knew exactly where I was, what I was doing. So I'd actually just started secondary school when the news came through that he had died. And I broke down in tears. I mean, I wasn't the same that whole day. I was in just complete and utter shock that sort of one of the influences the person that I could sort of look up to for reptiles and stuff had gone. And yeah, it was very emotional. But yeah, I've just been really getting into on my Discovery Plus, I've really been getting into Crikey, It's the Irwins. So I've watched the whole of the first season, and there's always just one thing that always shocks me, and it's how much Steve's son Robert is like him. And I remember when he did that interview, sort of, I think it was like 2018 or something, I found myself just welling up because of how much he sounded like Steve. His mannerisms were so much like Steve, and I just got very, very emotional. But yeah, it's like seeing, you know, what they've done and how far they've come since Steve's death was really, yeah. It's been great. So yeah, probably when I get to work later, I'll probably pop a episode of Crikey, It's the Irwins on and diamond paint to that and just watch that, because that's something that's I find very calming and very soothing to watch while I'm diamond painting. So yeah, I have like YouTube and stuff on, but yeah, it's, it's just kind of sometimes quite soothing just to watch like animal documentaries and stuff. So yeah, that will be probably what I watch. I've also been watching a lot of shark documentaries. I am as terrified of sharks as much as I respect them. So I'm not a big fan of like sharks and stuff. Which is why, when me and Josh do go on our honeymoon, I did say there will be very strict rules to when we swim in the sea. Which was like, yep, okay. But oh yeah, it's great. It's great just watching, you know, crikey at the Irwins and stuff. Yeah, it's just very relaxing, and it kind of, it's one of those things that it helps with like the wound as well. That is, you know, I honestly still sometimes expect to turn the telly on and he's there, like he's got a new thing out. But yeah, it doesn't, you know, and it kind of still shocks me sometimes when there's nothing new on, but it's like watching Crikey, It's the Irwins is, it's really like starting to hit me, I think, that it's, you know, he is gone, you know, he has died, and yeah. This is a very morbid episode so far. But yeah, so anyway, I was going to talk about yesterday. So yeah, yesterday I was training on the ice cream stand again. All of my training shifts this week have been on the ice cream stand. I'm not a big fan of training. You know, I get quite nervous, but especially if it's like someone new that I haven't really met. So when we had Evan, and I just got back off like, was it sick leave or something? No, it was, I was training Rebecca after sick leave, but no, I finished doing the show when I was training Evan, who left us for a better job. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, I was training a guy called Aaron on Saturday, but yeah, I am wanting to kill my manager James, because, you know, I don't think that Aaron should really be, you know, on Baskins with the arthritis that's in his hands and his wrists. His right, I think it was his right, was a lot worse than his left. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I was training someone called Jasmine yesterday. Funny story about Jasmine is, you know, when she'd started, I've been umming and ahhing thinking, I recognise you from somewhere, but I don't know where I know you from. And, you know, it suddenly finally clicked when she popped up on my Facebook that she had been in a production of Chai Players of Wind in the Willows with me. She was one of the director's daughters, but yeah, she was playing like multiple, like, chorusy characters. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so I knew her from there, and I was training her yesterday. She's very quiet, is Jasmine, but I did manage to actually get a conversation out of her. You know, we you know, I just talked about, well, we just talked about random stuff, but yeah, I basically just talked her through training and everything. She had already had one shift on there, which I wasn't aware until Josh told me after I finished. He was doing a D&D campaign with some of our work people, so he was there until we finished the ice cream stand, sorry, at about 10:30. No, not 10:30, 10ish. which, you know, was one of the, well, actually, no, we finished it at 9:15. We clocked out at about 10, which was, you know, great. Because it meant, you know, we could go home and just chill. But yeah, he'd already trained her on, like, for one bit, so she was fairly competent. But no, I basically, I just taught her from the beginning, basically, because, like I say, I hadn't known until after that she'd already had one session on there. But no, I just showed her everything, showed her where everything was, explained, you know, certain things, and you know, she was really good. She was very competent, unlike tonight's one. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to my training tonight. If you see my face that I'm on a murder charge, then yeah, you'll know that teaching her on Baskins did not go very well. So tonight I'm training somebody called Abby. Abby is not the sharpest tool in the shed, not the brightest crown in the box. And I mean that. Like, she is so bad at her job, it's ridiculous. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned about having to tell someone how to change a bin a little while ago. That was her. That was who I had to tell how to train a bin. So she's terrible, absolutely terrible. So I'm really not looking forward to training her tonight, because I'm probably going to have to go through everything about 10 times. Yeah, with Abby, it's basically you do all the heavy lifting and you get her to do as little as possible. However, yeah, I'm going to try and get her to do some, hopefully, because Baskins is very straightforward, she might actually pick it up. I'm hoping, she says. But yeah, don't be surprised if you hear me sort of groaning about this training session next week. Really don't be, because it's, oh god, oh my god, it's just going to be so bad. It's just going to be so bad. I can just tell. What else? So, as you guys know, I'm on medication for my borderline personality disorder. Now, again, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. Yeah, I was closing with her and someone else, and I just gave them a rundown of a list of rules of not to do if they wanted to sort of have their lives sort of not ended prematurely. So one of them was, don't look at me funny, don't ask stupid questions, don't, you know, just basically leave me alone, effectively. And, you know, Phoebe got that instantly. I kid you not, 5 seconds after I'd finished explaining the rules to Abby, who's doing the washing up? Seriously, what did I just say? So yeah, tonight the team leaders, whoever's closing, they may find that there is just a little pile of ash where this person should be standing, just because I can already tell that I'm gonna lose my rag with this person, probably in a pretty big way. Yeah, it's I know a few people like had a conversation with Josh last night, the people that he was playing D&D with, and they all agreed that Abby was just deliberately just bad at her job. And because obviously we've had that, oh yeah, I didn't mention that last week, we have had a pay rise, a big pay rise. So I'm basically now earning nearly £10 an hour. So we were saying, so they were saying that Abby is just deliberately bad at her job. You know, it's just the stupidity she has is like, some of the things she asks is like, you're like, really, you're asking that? Common sense? Like, should I fill a popcorn bin up? That was one of the stupid questions I had. Yeah, she basically, within the first hour, I think she broke all the rules. Because, yeah, it's just, you know, lights are on, but nobody's home with that girl. So, yeah, I'm going to basically be testing my sanity today. It could be quite fun. But, yeah, like I say, if you find that, that someone has been arrested because somebody was turned into a smouldering pile of ash at my local cinema, you can probably guess who it was and what happened. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to, please leave a comment, and I will see you guys next week. Take care, everybody. Bye!